Alright, we're back for one more match with Blue-White Heroic. A mulligan, no lands. This is a pretty nice hand. I'll keep one on the draw, depending on what opponent's playing. Playing hero on 2 or 3. Looks like turn 3 to keep up God's Willing now because of the Temple of Malady. But hopefully we don't get Thought Seized. Okay. Because we drew our one Tranquil Cove, there's a possibility that our opponent just puts us on blue-white control, although it's unlikely. What does Mentor, or what does Wayfinder flip over? Heath and Forest. Opponent takes the Heath, presumably just to put an extra card in the graveyard. Plays a tapped land, decides not to Thought Seize. Okay. We still don't know what their alt color is yet. Which is, like what their third color is. It's likely white, but they might not have a third. So they're definitely on Abzan. They might have blue as well. Yeah, it's getting hit with God's Willing for sure. Maybe our opponent has another removal spell, like a Murderous Cut. Yeah, it looks like a Murderous Cut. That's fine, we have a Secret of the Way. And it means they don't get to really do much of anything this turn. Attack us for 1, but that's kind of... Huh. Okay, so do we... I think we play the Seeker and the Hoplite here. Just hope our opponent doesn't have a removal spell. They're definitely not going to be able to wipe our board, so... Not worried about that. Okay, they have a Thoughtseize. They can take the God's Willing. I'm not really scared about one removal spell here. But they don't have any, looks like. Oh, wow. Stratus Walk is a good one. We're going to Stratus Walk the favorite Hoplite. Seeker gets a Prowess trigger no matter what, but I want the counter to stay on the Hoplite. Opponent responds with Murderous Cut on the Hoplite, which is fine. Sure. Seeker still gets the triggers. Stratus Walk fizzles, but it's alright. I'm gonna bash. If my opponent blocks, okay, no blocks, so I'll go ahead and Defiant Strike. There's no reason to block if or there's no reason to Defiant Strike if the opponent blocks. But because they did not block, I'll get an extra couple points of damage in. Siege Rhino is fine because I have this Stratus Walk here. I don't think the opponent has another Murderous Cut. Nope. Okay. I'll go and Defiant Strike. There's not anything else I can do, really. This island had been an untapped white source, I would have been able to strike again, but that's fine. Oh, wow. That's not good. Opponent can race quite well with that. I'll Defiant Strike anyways, though. I have to give it prowess, and it's not like it can block anyways, so. Alright, I'll Temple, we'll bottom the plains, and then we'll cast this Hoplite. Not attacking with the Wayfinder was probably a mistake. But not 100% sure. Might as well attack with the Seeker because it can't block. And I'll cast the Hoplite as well. I have a lot of good draws here. And that was one of them. Alright, so we'll ordeal one of these guys. Which triggers prowess, lets me scry. Bottom that. Poof. I just get to attack with both. Get another counter on the Hoplite. Opponent, yeah, chumps there, which is fine. Just next turn I get to draw cards. Opponent probably whips back the Wayfinder. Yeah. Moves over the Courser, tries to hit a land with their... So they can, yep. They just need more whip fodder. Which, oh, they got a Hornet Queen. So... I need to find an actual physical unblockable effect next turn. I might not even be able to do it then. Because my opponent's just ahead by so much life. I think the whip is just a problem here. I mean, we can always... Wow, that's a good one, though. I will draw a card. An Aqueous Form or a Stratus Walk would be good. I don't need another hero. It's a plains, sure. Go on and attack with Battlewise Hoplite, just for the heck of it. Wow, okay. Opponent doesn't block at all, which is fine. Alright, so... Gonna play this land. But I'm going to save the Ordeals to trigger Prowess next turn. So I can gain some life. Opponent whips back Hornet Queen. And I get to double Ordeal on the Battle on the Hoplite with Stratus Walk, I guess, is bigger. I need to find... Okay. I'm going to need to deal 20. Okay. Good thing I have scry triggers. That's the first piece of the puzzle. So you get to draw 4. And Hoplite goes to 10. Is this enough? I think I'm 1 short. I want to feed on the Seeker. Right? I'm targeting 1 and 1. Feet brings the Seeker up to a 6. Or, let's see, so God's Willing generates 1 power, Feet generates... Getting +4. I want to Feet on the Seeker. Because that brings Seeker up to a 6, 7. Hoplite up to 11, yeah. I want to Feet, the reason I'm casting Feet on the Seeker is because I gain more life, and it might let me survive next turn with a block. I will choose green. Then we're going to God's Willing on this Hoplite. Trigger. Scry a basic land to the bottom. God's Willing will also choose green. Defiant Strike can stay. And then we hit for 18. Taking our opponent to 2, going up to 11 ourselves. But with another Hornet Queen. Opponent gains 10, 14 by whipping back Doomwake Giant. Oh, they're casting Wayfinder and whipping back another Hornet Queen. Four cards. Queen, Doomwake, land. Okay, so at least they don't... Okay. They go to 3, and then they gain 10, 14. So they go to 17. So... Defiant Strike on the Hoplite takes it up to 11, 12, 13. Then Feet takes it to 14, 15. If they're targeting Hornet Queen, then yeah. So I have to cycle into Ordeal, and then Ordeal into Feet of Resistance plus God's Willing. Right, so I need Exact Seize. Doesn't matter where I block. Oh, they go to 15, not 17. So I just need to cycle into Whirl, I believe. Defiant Strike there. Triggers, triggers. Ooh, well, we got there because of Feat of Resistance. Wow. That was crazy. I can't believe I'm winning this. I can't believe I'm about to win this. Alright, Feat for green. Takes us up to 15. And not attacking with Seeker because lets our opponent gain life by blocking. And we have Xaxes, so wow. That is a game. Jeez. That was really lucky, like the exact draws. I also could have hit like strike into whatever, into strike into God's Willing, or strike into, or deal into protection spell, but it was definitely definitely slim out, and we were able to top deck it for the win. Alright, so I think I want Glare to handle Siege Rhinos, but I'm not sure. I definitely want Races, I definitely want Stubborn Denial. I definitely want Stubborn Denials. We're operating under the assumption that Feat is not great against Cut, that we can trim on a Seeker. And that, Stubborn Denial is pretty good. Can trim one more Seeker, I guess. Maybe a Defiant Strike for the Glare of Heresy. I don't know. I think our matchup's pretty good as is. So we'll go ahead and submit this. We should be able to get there. That was a very tight game. Had to play really precisely to get there. We absolutely need to hit a blue source for this to work, and we have like 1-2 draws, which is not enough. So I'm gonna mulligan. This hand is so much better. I'm gonna wait to play the Hoplite until turn 2, though. Actually, wait, hold on. Chances of them having an untapped land and a Bile-Blight? Not sure, but a Thoughtseize would be really problematic here. Untapped land and Bile-Blight is... I think there's a smaller chance that they have that than that they have a Thoughtseize. Well, they had it. I mean, that's how it works. You take a risk. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. I know that they're definitely playing, like, they're definitely playing 4 Thoughtseizes against me. But they might be playing fewer than 4 Bile-Blights. They might be getting the, they might just have 2 tapped lands, you know. Really depends on the way their configuration is set up. But I still think that I chose the right hedge. I just, this was just the whatever percentage of the time it didn't work out. Which is fine. I'm willing to cycle one of these Defiant Strikes on a creature if my opponent plays it. Doomwake Giant's fine. Alright, we found a favorite hoplite. One is Stubborn Denial. Interesting. So you can always Defiant Strike, then God's Willing, then Stubborn Denial if we have to. Which I might consider if my opponent, the opponent has a whip. Doomwake Giant is just going to be met with a Defiant Strike. So that I don't get... Okay. That's fine. It'll get -2/-2, but won't die. And it's also preventing damage, so opponent can't really attack. They decide to anyways. This is all damage, including combat damage. Sure. That's fine. Opponent probably just forgot that Favorite Hoplite worked that way. I think I have to go and scry here. Bottom of the plains. I think I have to go ahead and start racing. I don't think I can afford to sit around and play creatures all day. Ooh, that was good. Okay, well now I can definitely race. Thank you, Erase, for letting me deal with my opponent's Doomwake Giant profitably. Hornet Queen. Not what I want to see. I do have 2 copies of God's Willing, though. So if I draw well... Wow. That's a start. Alright. This also lets me Stubborn Denial any sort of Whip of Erebos shenanigans. Alright, we're gonna pro green here. Wow. That is indeed an Ordeal of Thassa. And we get to play lands. It lets us kill next turn, even if our opponent tries to cast Whip of Erebos. Because each Ordeal gives 2 counters, God's Willing gives 1. Courser is fine. I can't do anything about it anyways, so... Glare of Heresy is too little, too late. I mean, opponent still goes to 11, but it's not enough. Yep. Ordeal. Ordeal. We even have Stubborn Denial up, which I think is probably relevant. Alright, so we draw 2, get another counter, draw 2, God's Willing for Pro Green for exactly lethal. Opponent tries to respond with Downfall. We will counter said Downfall. So if they fetch... Oh, they don't have any cards in hand, so... That's the game, folks. And there we go. Wow. That was crazy. Alright. Well, 4-0 is definitely quite impressive. Thanks for watching, and I might be playing this deck in PTUs, because it's really sweet. Alright, awesome.